That's wonderful. I know one of the books that you wrote that I purchased, and plus going to your workshop in person, you give a lot of information. As you say, I can't guarantee it. This is what I've tried and this has worked. And these are the specific points I clear energetically. And you can try it. And your book of, oh my gosh, the things I learned from your book of clearing schools and just the greed, and that every emotion has a greed. I mean, every emotion has a spirit. That's is how you taught it also. The spirit of greed. I know in your book and your class is how to clear the spirit of greed. And greed is in water. It's in the banking institution. It is in medical. It is in educational. And when you change it, everything opens up, doesn't it?
Well, let's sum it up in one sentence, that everything is composed of energy, and the intelligent human mind can direct energy. That's the simplest way to say it.
Yes, yes. And I would love for you to share with our audience some of your experiences that I personally call them almost miracles, of things you've just tried and has happened.
Well, I don't know where you want to start, but you mentioned water, so let's just start with that, and then we can go wherever this conversation leads. But I set a goal about 37 years ago to clean up the water on this planet. I had no clue how I was going to do it, but I just knew it needed to be done because I had read that at that time, only about 2% of the water on the planet was drinkable. And I'm thinking, well, by the time my kid gets grown and has kids, are they even going to have decent water to drink? Now, you got to understand, I really didn't know what I was doing, but I had an intention and a goal. Well, quote Einstein again, energy follows thought. Where we put our thoughts, we put our energy. So I put my thoughts into how can I clean up water? Well, at the time, I had learned to energize just a small cup of water, like the size of a coffee cup maybe, by holding it with my hands. And I learned this from a fellow named Jose Silva, the founder of Silva Mind Control. And I taught for Jose for about 5 years and learned quite a bit from him. He was a very intelligent man. But he said we can only energize the water that we can physically cover with our hands in a container. Well, that was a belief system. What we found was that we could energize a large volume of water. And we really didn't have much at the time. One of my first success stories that really got all of our attention was up in Saskatchewan, Canada. There was a well there that had been tested for arsenic, and it had, I believe, if my memory is correct, 48 parts of arsenic per million, and 10 parts per million was the accepted level for the Canadian Board of Health.